You've seen the fastest van ever made, but now it's time for the lightest car ever made. In the last video we created the ugliest car possible. This time let's make it beautiful. Just kidding, I'm making another abomination if you like it or not. I think this egg hatchback from the 90s will do the trick. Picking all the lightest parts to make the car smaller than my subscriber count. Time for the engine. The smallest possible engine that I can use in automation is a 3-cylinder inline. I tuned it down to the smallest detail and it ended up with just 152 milliliters of displacement, which is 150 cubic centimeters. Again, I chose all the lightest materials and made it naturally aspirated, which will make this egg sound like a monster. Threw some nitromethane in as fuel. This egg could fly to the moon if it wanted to. Holy moly, this egg can rev up to 12,000 RPM. This car is going to burst eardrums at this rate. I managed to squeeze out 50 horsepower from the smallest engine in the game. I couldn't be happier with the result. Let's hear what this car sounds like. Sounds like it's fresh out of the Ferrari factory. Time for the bodywork. I gave it bubble headlights and taillights for aerodynamics. At least that's what I tell myself. Anyway, I stuck on a sad face looking grille to represent the agony that people will face trying to look at this turd on wheels. Obviously had to add a rear wing because who doesn't love a bit of spoiler action? I added a few more bits and bobs and here's the result. Added the lightest gearbox and only 4 gears. Had to sacrifice some performance for weight reduction. Gave her a set of medium compound tires with carbon fiber rims. Lightest brakes possible with only 1 brake piston. Let's hope a child doesn't walk out in front of us 'cause we ain't stopping in time. Took out all the seats and interior as per usual. I added good old-fashioned rack and pinion steering. Safety means weight and we can't have weight in this egg, safety third as they say. The car came out at 280 kilograms with 50 horsepower. That means this car has nearly 200 horsepower per ton. Now we export this egg to Beam NG Drive to have some fun with it. Here she is. There's only one problem with this car. Let's see if you can notice it. Yep, that's right. The engine in the car takes 3 to 5 business days for the revs to fall. That's what I get for letting a 3-cylinder engine rev up to 12,000 RPM. Let's take it on a test lap. Put her in sport mode and waited 3 decades to rev up for the launch. Lights out and away we go. Pretty decent brakes and takes the curbs nicely. Maybe the brakes are a little too good to stop this literal feather. The gears definitely need to be further spaced. Pretty decent speed through the hairpin. Now onto the back straight. The engine maxes out at 102 miles per hour. This car could definitely perform a lot better with more ratios, but that isn't the goal of this video. This car corners a lot better than expected. The long gear change time gave me a bit of trouble through the chicane. While the back end flew out around that corner, I overcorrected the steering and went onto the grass. Terrible exit onto the main straight. The car didn't perform too badly. Wish I could say the same for the driver though. Time for our hill start test. Very easy, as this car is extremely light. I'm going to drive this thing off a ramp because why not? Doesn't fly that far, but it's still going to get wrecked. I do love a good bit of destruction. I'm so good at building cars that this hunk of junk can still drive perfectly fine. It's almost as if I never drove it off a mega ramp at 110 miles an hour. Not a single scratch on there. Last but definitely not least, let's casually throw this egg car down a bloody mountain. Listen to that soothing sound of destruction. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe for a free egg car of your own.